What's up, guys? Mike the Cop, and Jeff Cooper of The Art of the Rifle says this: the rifle itself has no moral stature, since it has no will of its own. Naturally, it may be used by evil men for evil purposes, but there are more good men than evil, and while the latter cannot be persuaded to the path of righteousness by propaganda, they can certainly be corrected by good men with rifles. I agree.
I got you. Yeah, I will defend my brothers. I will defend the weak. I will pursue and fight evil so others may sleep. I am the sheepdog, protecting the night. Wolf hunters unite. Bring it on. It's time to fight.
I've been looking back through my content on my YouTube channel to see what has been most engaged with since I started it back in like February of 2016 to now, thinking about how do I move forward in content. I've been sort of in a little bit of a rut. But what I discovered was that anything related to guns seems to do really, really well. It's received really well. For example, my video on reacting to the police when you're concealed carrying, or my video on reacting to the police when you're open carrying, or mistakes concealed carriers make. These things, I guess, coming from a police officer's perspective, are things people are interested in. I think a lot of people are surprised that a police officer is also pro-gun. I don't speak for all police officers, but I've been around a lot of police officers, and I can't think of maybe save one that is not pro-gun, like Second Amendment. If you can carry a gun, if you can own a gun, you should do both of those things. There is an entire segment of our population that believes nonsense like this.
Give me one example where a citizen used an assault rifle with a high-capacity magazine for a constructive purpose. Now, they always present this theoretic, well, what if there's not one or two invaders to my home? What if there's 10 or 12?
But even just a cursory check online shows me a story like this.
Breaking overnight. 3 men are dead and 1 is hurt after breaking into a home. This happened around 12:45 this morning on Sherman and 71st in the East End. 4 men forced their way into the home. The homeowner grabbed a gun and shot all 4 suspects.
From the Houston Chronicle, 3 men are dead and a 4th was injured after an East End homeowner opened fire in self-defense during an apparent home invasion early Saturday. Authorities said shortly before 1 a.m., 4 suspects forced their way into a home on Sherman, triggering a shootout that left scores of yellow police evidence markers in the street. One of the alleged robbers died at the scene. 2 others fled before hitting a pole 2 blocks away. 1 man was found dead in the car. When they went to the hospital, 1 more died, and I guess the 4th one is going to be okay. And what did this homeowner defend himself with? An AK-47. Is it likely that 4 people are going to break into your home at once and try to accost you or do something to harm you or your property? Probably statistically not. But do you want to be ready in case that fight comes to your door? Statistically, yes. Guys, while the point of this video is not to dive deep into the topic of assault rifles, but to simply show that rifles can and should be used for self-defense by citizens who have the right to have those weapons, coming from a police officer, the more good guys that have guns, the better. I fully support the exercising of a Second Amendment right. So if you can carry. If you can own what you can, and train with it and be equipped and ready to use it should the fight come to you. But in this culture of now increasing what they're calling red flag laws and concerns over the potential further restriction of gun rights, of gun ownership, I want to be here advocating for not only law and order as a law enforcement officer, but that understanding it's more than just what law enforcement officers can do in a community. It is what all good people can do in a community, and gun ownership is an aspect of that. So much more to come on gun stuff on the channel. If you guys like what you're hearing, then definitely throw a comment in there, like it, share it, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and we will see you next time.